to Captivating Quiz Islam. Today, you'll face the ultimate challenge, 100 halal or haram questions. You'll have only a few seconds to answer each one, so stay sharp until the end. Some answers may surprise you. Get ready, let's begin. Is it halal or haram to gamble even if the money is for charity? Haram. Is it halal or haram to invest in a company that sells pork products? Haram. Is it halal or haram to go skydiving as a leisure activity? Halal. Thank you for being here on Captivating Quiz Islam. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming quizzes. Thank you. Is working as a bartender serving alcohol halal or haram? Haram. Teaching English online. Is it halal or haram? Halal. Donating your used clothes to the poor. Halal or haram? Halal. Eating yogurt made from cow's milk. Halal or haram? Halal. Getting married without witnesses. Halal or haram? Haram. Reciting the Quran while driving in your car. Halal or haram? Halal. Making racist jokes about others. Halal or haram? Haram. Working as a butcher for halal certified meat. Halal or haram? Halal. Translating Islamic books. Halal or haram? Halal. Selling secondhand clothes. Halal or haram? Halal. Eating turkey. Halal or haram? Halal. Hiking in the mountains. Halal or haram? Halal. Decorating homes with Islamic calligraphy. Halal or haram? Halal. Earning money from documentary content on YouTube. Halal or haram? Halal. Donating Qur'ans to libraries. Halal or haram? Halal. Selling hijabs. Halal or haram? Halal. Surprising your friends with gifts, halal or haram? Halal. Taking a loan without riba, halal or haram? Halal. Drinking coffee, halal or haram? Halal. Learning martial arts, halal or haram? Halal. Leaking private information, halal or haram? Haram. Selling Christmas trees, halal or haram? Haram. Riding roller coasters, halal or haram? Halal. Visiting the zoo, halal or haram? Halal. Drinking camel milk, halal or haram? Halal. Using background music in Islamic lectures, halal or haram? Haram. Buying lottery tickets, halal or haram? Haram. Writing Islamic poetry, halal or haram? Halal. Getting a tattoo that says Muslim for life, halal or haram? Haram. Worshipping graves, halal or haram? Haram. Going to amusement parks, halal or haram? Halal. Eating lobster, halal or haram? Halal. Claiming to know the unseen, halal or haram? Haram. Sleeping while listening to Quran recitation, halal or haram? Halal. Donating blood, halal or haram? Halal, with conditions. Learning to sew, halal or haram? Halal. Working as a taxi driver, halal or haram? Halal. Attending non-Muslim funerals without participating in shirk, halal or haram. Halal. Doing hijama, cupping therapy, halal or haram. Halal. Giving chocolate as a gift, halal or haram. Halal. Owning a fashion boutique, halal or haram. Halal. Helping clean the mosque, halal or haram. Halal. Designing Islamic greeting cards, halal or haram. Halal. Skipping prayers to play video games, halal or haram. Haram. Breaking someone's trust, halal or haram. Haram. Eating food cooked with wine, halal or haram. Haram. Becoming an interior designer, halal or haram. Halal. Selling pork to non-Muslims, halal or haram. Haram. Being arrogant, halal or haram. Haram. Playing paintball with friends, halal or haram. Halal. Greeting strangers with salam, halal or haram. Halal. Keeping dogs inside the house as pets, halal or haram. Haram. Becoming a jewelry designer, halal or haram. Halal. Singing nasheeds without musical instruments, halal or haram. Halal. Working as a dentist, halal or haram. Halal. Hiding evidence in a trial, halal or haram. Haram. Giving candy to encourage memorizing the Quran, halal or haram. Halal. Celebrating Halloween, halal or haram. Haram. Using olive oil for cooking? Halal or haram? Halal. Teaching your parrot to say Subhanallah, halal or haram? Halal. Eating shrimp, halal or haram? Halal. Designing Islamic apps, halal or haram? Halal. Drinking soft drinks, halal or haram? Halal. Building orphanages, halal or haram? Halal. Using a Quran app on your phone, halal or haram? Halal. Riding motorcycles, halal or haram? Halal. Becoming a professional chef, halal or haram? Halal. Celebrating birthdays with music and dancing, halal or haram? Haram. A Muslim man wearing earrings, halal or haram? Haram. Eating gummy bears made with pork gelatin, halal or haram? Haram. Taking pictures of nature, halal or haram? Halal. Selling prayer mats online, halal or haram? Halal. Publishing fake hadiths online, halal or haram? Haram. Watching wildlife documentaries, halal or haram? Halal. Eating spicy noodles, halal or haram? Halal. Organizing charity iftars, halal or haram? Halal. Eating vanilla ice cream, halal or haram? Halal. Working in a bank that deals with interest, halal or haram? Haram. Posting gym selfies with awrah exposed, halal or haram? Haram. Drinking coconut milk, halal or haram? Halal. Eating duck meat, halal or haram? Halal. Eating meat from an animal that died on its own, halal or haram? Haram. Plucking eyebrows for beautification, halal or haram? Haram. Working as a tattoo artist, halal or haram? Haram. Sharing Islamic reminders on WhatsApp, halal or haram? Halal. Selling water at sports events, halal or haram? Halal. Playing board games with your siblings, halal or haram? Halal. Giving dawah online, halal or haram? Halal. Lying to impress your friends, halal or haram? Haram. Growing a beard, halal or haram? Halal. Eating meals with non-Muslims, halal or haram? Halal. Saving gold and silver as an investment, halal or haram? Halal. Using dogs for farm guarding, halal or haram? Halal. Advertising haram products, halal or haram? Haram. Having a swimming pool at home, halal or haram? Halal. Drawing landscapes and mountains, halal or haram? Halal. Having a pet fish at home, halal or haram? Halal. Thank you for watching this full 100-question halal or haram challenge. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any of our new quizzes. See you next time on Captivating Quiz Islam.